Hi, Assalamualaikum to our lecturer, Sir Ahmad bin Muhammad. Our group today will be present on topic value chain analysis. We are in a group 4. Okay, let me introduce to our group member, which is the first one is Farah Nadia, the presenter 1, Nur Fatiha, presenter 2, Iman Najwa, presenter 3, Mazdina, presenter 4, Siti Rahayu, presenter 5, and Afifa Nadia, presenter 6. Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Farida binti Morsi, and today I would like to present on definition value of chains analysis. Okay, the first one is value. What is the value? Value is the amount buyers are willing to pay for what a company or firms are provided for them. For example, a company provide either product or services. The second one is value chains. Value chain is engagement of internal activity of the firms when transforming input into the output. For example, from the potato becomes the wages. Potato is the input and the wages is the output. Okay, for the third one is value of chains analysis. Value of chains analysis is a process where a firms identify its primary and support activity that add value to its final product, analyze this activity to reduce costs or increase deviations. What is the value chains analysis? Value chains analysis is a strategy tool used by organizations to analyze their activity. Their goal is to recognize which activity are the most valuable to the firms and which one could be improved to provide competitive advantage. There are two types of competitive advantage, which is differentiation advantage and cost advantage. Okay, differentiation advantage is when a company, products or service differ from its competitors' offerings and are seen as superior, such as advanced technology, patent protected product, and strong brand. Identify are all drive of the differentiation advantage. For example, price premium from unique product, which is Starbucks and Apple. The second one is cost advantage. Cost advantage is when a company can produce a product or provide a service at a lower cost than its competitor. Company with this advantage produce in high quantities and benefit from one or more of the following element, which is access to low cost raw material. For example, similar product at a lower price, which is McDonald's and KFC. The importance of competitive advantage. A competitive advantage is distinguish a company from its competitor. This contribute to higher prices, also more customer and brand loyalty. Establish such an advantage is one of the most important goals of any company. In today's world, it is essential to business success. Without it, company will find difficult to survive. The next is what is objective value of chains analysis? Is to identify stage of the value chain where the firms can increase value to the customer or reduce costs in the same way. And the second one is to analyze competitive advantage by discrete organization activity or process and examine how each activity contribute to the organization's relative cost or the customer comparative willingness to pay. What is the purpose of value of chains analysis? Okay, the first one is to gain competitive edge. And the second one is to help a company to boost profit and stay out of the no profit zone. The third one is a company value chains allow it to create a competitive advantage over its competitor. The fourth one is the purpose of value chains analysis is to increase productions efficiency so that a company can deliver maximum value for the least. For the next slide, I pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. I, Fatiha, presenter number 2. Value of chain analysis has classification. Have two classification. Number 1 is primary activity, have 5 elements. Number 2 is support activity, have 4 elements. In this activity, is can flow into margin, or profit for the business. What is primary activity? Primary activity for Jure Business 2013 is an activity that contributes to the physical creation of the product or service, which are directly involved with conversion input to the output. There are 5 activities involved in this primary activity, which is inbound logistic, operation, outbound logistic, marketing and sale, and lastly, service. What is inbound logistic? The order to process product like receiving, storing, distributing, input to the final product, how the material and resource gained from supplier and it makes available goods and service for operation process. Operation are activity that involves transformation raw material to final product. Operation involve activity like packaging, assembling, machining, and all the facility of the operation. Outbound logistic, the activity help to collect, store, and distribute to the final product or service to the customer. Involve activity, example, order processing, finishing good, warehousing, and scheduling. Marketing and sale are activities such as advertising, promotion, sales and marketing research. Performed to make sure that customer aware of the product or service and create demand for it. And the last one of the primary activity is service. Service that company provide to the customer. Maintain or improve the value of the product after it has been produced. For support activity, I pass to Iman Najwa to present. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Iman Najwa. Without further ado, I'm going to expand on support activity. It can be divided into 4 general activities, which are procurement, technology development, human resource management, and the last one is from infrastructure. What is support activity? Support activity are either add value by themselves or add value through important relationship with primary activity or other support activity. Basically, support activity are like more managing your business activity but does not directly relate to your product. Based on the Porter value chain diagram, we can see that the procurement, technology development, human resource management, and the firm infrastructure are related to primary activity and it supports the entire value chain. As I mentioned before, is concept for activity. First is procurement. Procurement involves how the firm purchase input used in its value chain. Procurement of raw material input help to optimize quality and speed and minimize processing costs. In procurement process, they should develop a win-win relationship with supplier, which means both of the sides will get benefit from the collaboration. Next, it's also important to have alternate source of raw material to minimize dependence on only one supplier. Let's see procurement of Toyota, for example, is procured for raw material from suppliers around the world and also work toward contributing to local economy, which show that they do not depend on only one supplier. Next, for technology development, it's related to a wide range of activities. Technology development also known as research and development activity. So this is where the new product is invented from the idea of hand. They also use a state-of-the-art facilities and equipment to promote culture to enhance the creativity and innovation, higher and excellent professional qualification of personnel and ability to meet critical deadlines. So, for example, Toyota own research center and has entered into partnership with institutes like MIT for faster innovation. For the third activity, which is human resource management, is involved in the recruiting, hiring, training, development, and compensation of all types of personnel. So, a good human resource management lead to effective recruiting, development, and retention mechanism for employees. It also improve quality relation with trade union and key reward incentive program to motivate all employees. For example, Toyota believes in human-centric approach to value creation and therefore focus on the development of its human resource, which follow the philosophy of human-centered. There were a wide range of training programs available for employees. For the last support activity, which is firm infrastructure, is also indicate the management, planning, finance, and other important resources of the organization. This show how the firm is structured and what kind of strategy, mission, vision, and goal are implemented in the firm. Firm infrastructure need to have an effective planning system, excellent relation with diverse stakeholder group, ability to coordinate and integrate activity across the value chain, and the last one is environmental trend and event create strong value and culture and reputation. For example, Toyota have maintained an incentive present throughout the group. That's all for me. Next, I will be passing this presentation to the next presenter. Thank you.
Now, I would like to explain about how to conduct the value of chain analysis. There are three main steps in this analysis. First, we need to identify the value of chain activities, determine the cost and the value of the activities, and last, identify the opportunity for competitive advantage. First, we need to understand all the primary and secondary activities that go into Toyota product or service creation. An example, the technology development can be included in support activities. Toyota automated a whole production process using robotic system. It shows that technology affects the whole business process of the company. After identifying the primary and secondary activities, the next step is to determine the value of that each activity add to the process along with the cost involved. You may ask yourself, how does each increase the end user satisfaction? And how does it create value to the company? Lastly, to identify opportunity for competitive advantage, you can analyze it through the lens of whatever competitive advantage you are trying to achieve. Toyota needs to maximize its competitive advantage based on its innovative capabilities. The company also further adjust its culture and structure to optimize its flexibilities in decision-making and problem-solving. Next, Siti Rohayu will explain how to apply in the industry.
Hi, my name is Siti Rohayu and I will present about how we're going to apply value chain analysis into the industry. So we are choosing Toyota. Okay, first is for inbound logistics. Okay, Toyota have two separate operations. First is operation that transport parts from local suppliers to local plants. Second is separate operation, which is global. That means to transport parts from Japan to North America and also European plants. And then they also do localizations of productions. So due to this, they actually creates an immense value for Toyota. Primary activity is operations. Okay, in 2013, Toyota Automotive Operations were reorganized into 4 units. First is Lexus Internationals, which is unit for global head office for Lexus brand, sales, marketing, and advertising. Second is Toyota Number 1, unit just for North America, Europe, and Japan. Third is Toyota Number 2, unit caters for emerging market of Asia, China, Middle East, and etc. Fourth is unit seller. It is for technology developments, and Toyota also promotes spirits of Moriozukuri. What is it? It's a conscientious manufacturing throughout its operations, and lean manufacturing represent one of the core sources of Toyota competitive advantage. The activity is outbound logistics. which is here Toyota have approximately 170 distributors and 8,900 dealers outside Japan. Okay, they use varieties of transportations to transport vehicles from the assembled plants to the dealer. And they also use different distribution strategy in US, Europe, and Japan. Okay, the fourth primary activity is marketing and sales. Okay, for Toyota, they utilize a combinations of print and media advertising, sales promotions, event and experience, and also public relations and direct marketing technique with a particular focus on television's advertise. The last primary activity is services. Okay, Toyota operates according to the principles of the customer always come first. They use these principles is reflected in all business process and procedures of the company. For support activity, therefore, first is technology developments. Here, Toyota own their research center and also the partnership with MIT and Stanford for faster innovation. Second is human resource management. Toyota believe in human-centric approach for value creations, and they focus on development of their human resource, and also they have wide large of training program available for their staff. The third support activity is procurement. Okay, Toyota procure raw materials from suppliers all around the world, and also they value towards contributing to the local economy. And the last one is firm infrastructure. Toyota maintain an extensive presence throughout the globe, and an effective infrastructure management actually can allow Toyota to optimize the value of the whole value chain.
Hi, my name is Safrina Devendirously, and I will be present for advantages and disadvantages supply chain analysis. So the first advantages is decreased cost effect, which is it will improve our company inventory system, adjust the storage space for finished good, which eliminates damaged resource, and improve our system responsiveness to the actual customer requirement. The second one is increase our business profit level. When we place our business to the open new technology, and it will improve our collaboration within the different area. We can be sure that this will ultimately increase our business profit. The third one is higher efficiency rate. When our business implements supply chain management system, it will be able to adjust more dynamically to the emergency market, shorten product life cycle, and you will be in a great position to not only predict demand as well as to act accordingly. And the last one is no more delay in processes. One of the main benefits of supply chain management is the fact that through communication, we can actually lower any delays in process, since everyone is aware of what they are doing as well as what they are doing. This will mitigate any late shipment from vendor, logistic error in distribution channel, and hold up on production line. And I will move to the disadvantages, which is the first one is require expertise. The value chain idea has been adopted by supply chain and operation expert, and therefore its strategic impact for understanding, analyzing, and creating competitive advantage has been reduced. The second one, it involves assessing excessive time and effort. The scale and scope of value chain analysis can be intimidating. It can take a lot of work to finish a full value chain analysis for our company. And the main competitors, so that we can identify and understanding the key different and strategic drivers. Third, this process is complicated because it involves numerous complexity, as it involves several departments within the organization. It may lead to great confusion and hamper the normal functioning of business. Employees may feel hesitant and demotivated to accept this concept as it is new to them. The fourth one is unstructured business information system, which is supply chain may lack of reliability as it completely depends upon the mode of information exchange among several departments. If there is any instance of inaccurate information sharing by any of the department, then it will have adverse effect on performance of the whole supply chain. So we can conclude that supply chain analysis help us to identify issue and opportunities with business current operation. The purpose was to figure out the business and end result that giving additional value to the service that the companies provide. By identify issue, we can create new opportunity to improve the overall customer experience, increase profitability, and get a step ahead of our competitors. That's all from my group. Thank you.